Good morning. I'm William Quarles, security officer at NBC for 5 years. I'm supposed to welcome the David Letterman show to NBC and to remind you all to carry your NBC identification with you at all times. I don't know who David Letterman is. I don't care who David Letterman is. If he doesn't have his ID card, I'm going to have to shoot him.
It's the David Letterman Show, live with Valerie Bromfield, Edie McClure, Bob Sarlatte, Edwin Newman with NBC News, and Frank Owens and the David Letterman Symphony Orchestra. Plus David's guests, Jeff Greenfield, Esther Satterfield, John and Keiko Alpert, and Hester Mundez. Ladies and gentlemen, the man for whom NBC canceled 3 game shows, David Letterman.
Thank you very much. I'll just take a minute here to let you folks applauding at home settle down. Okay. And you're saying, how do they get such a wonderful, spontaneous response for this guy? Well, I guess drugs would be the answer to that, huh, folks? My name is David Letterman, oh, this is so embarrassing. Could we have a shot of this? Like something you'd see on the freeway, only bigger, you know? It's welcome to the television program. I'm up here in the audience. I guess that's fairly apparent. I gotta say something to you people at home who may be saying to yourselves, what's the deal on this guy's haircut? I'm a kind of guy, I always look for a bargain. You know, you go, for example, you go to a baseball park, some nights it's helmet night, some nights it's bat night, some nights it's like camera night. Over the weekend at Yankee Stadium, they had haircut day. And I went out there and took advantage of it. I've been assured that it will grow in moments from now. I want you to meet some of the people who make up this fine audience. What is your name?
Donna Hayes.
Donna, do you mind standing? Oh, she's trembling. Where are you from, Donna?
Texas.
What part of Texas?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. And what are you doing in New York?
Visiting.
Visiting, and where are you staying?
With my parents.
I had to think there for a second, didn't you, Donna? Ladies and gentlemen, Donna is staying with her parents, okay? So, if Donna's husband or boyfriend, or both, are looking in, she's staying with her parents. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nursing instructor.
Nursing instructor. And you're here on vacation, having a fun time? What other wonderful things have you done besides come here and let me humiliate you for a minute or two?
Well, I've run around New York City.
Mm-hmm. Fleeing for your life, I'm guessing?
Just...
No, we don't want to start that. It's a wonderful place to be, and you know what's exciting? Have you taken the tour of this building?
Yes.
Would you enjoy it?
Mm-hmm. I used to.
Another satisfied tourist, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, I used to be a guidette here.
A guidette?
Mm-hmm. Oh, when they had tours.
Yeah. They don't have tours anymore?
Not that I know of.
I think they have somewhat of a tour.
No tour.
No tour?
No
well,
tour.
by gosh, we'll get you folks a tour, don't worry. If you are wandering through the halls in this building, this morning I saw, you know who Willard Scott is?
No.
He's the weatherman on the Today Show, kind of a big guy, so I'm in his shorts in the hallway. So you look for that. Keep plenty of film on hand. Thank you for chatting with me, Donna. Go ahead and have a seat. That's Donna from... what is your name, sir?
Alvin Stroller.
Alvin, do you mind standing up?
Sir.
Where are you from, Alvin?
I'm also from Texas.
Do you know Donna here?
No, but I don't live but about 85 miles from her.
Well, good. Maybe. Yeah. Fat chance, Al. No. Are you here on vacation, I guess?
Yes, sir, sure.
And have you eaten breakfast yet, Al?
Yes, sir.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Rural Electric Cooperative.
Rural Electric Cooperative.
Yes,
That's
sir.
difficult to say. Let's all try that. Rural Electric. It's a joke. We don't all have to do that. I have not eaten breakfast. Would you mind going out for a little something?
I'll do it.
Okay, I'll stay right there. Who would like a little something? What do you want?
Eggs over.
No, nothing. Coffee. Black?
Fine.
Okay, anybody else?
An orange juice.
An orange juice, one coffee black, one orange juice. 2 coffees. How do you want it?
Can I get a cheesesteak?
Wait a minute, one at a time, son.
Regular.
Regular coffee. Okay, so orange juice, coffee. I'll take coffee. Bob, you want something?
Yeah, I like a hot steaming cup of coffee.
Okay, so that's, what is that, 5 cups of coffee, 1 orange juice. No, that's it. The contest is over, sir. Thank you. Now, can you handle that for us?
I doubt it very soon.
No, you can do this. You ever been here before?
No, sir, I haven't.
All right, well, there's a cafeteria up on the 7th floor. We're on the 6th floor. Hold this, Al.
I sure will.
I have some money. How much do you think that'll run? What do we have, 5? I feel like Monty Hall. Already went the door, which Carol Merrill is pointing to now. Al, how many coffees did we have? 4 or 5? 5? 5 coffees, 1 orange juice. All coffees were black. There you go, $10, Alvin, if you don't mind. And get a little something for yourself. Do you mind?
I'll try. Which direction?
This man is trembling with apprehension. I'm going to point you that way. Go on up there, Al. How about a nice hand for Al, ladies and gentlemen? Going up there. Here, hold this. Do you mind holding that? I have a very definite feeling that Al is going up there against his will, ladies and gentlemen, but he'll be back with coffee moments from now. Good morning and welcome to the show. My name is David Letterman. You know, before this television program actually begins, I'd just like to take a minute or two to share something very special with you. That something special is 2 words: Alan Ludden. For years now, Alan Ludden has been a mainstay for millions of television viewers just like yourselves. Alan has charmed us on College Bowl, Liars Club, Password, and currently Password Plus. Other stops along the way were Stumpers and my personal favorite, Sentimental You. It's no secret that the man has long been identified with quality television program entertainment. However, there is another side to Alan Ludden. Alan Ludden, the recording star. On this masterpiece, Alan sings it all for me. Some of the selections, of course, the Rolling Stones' big hit, Satisfaction. Surfer Girl, and of course, side 2, the Chuck Berry medley. I thought a fine way to start our day here together would be with Alan singing a selection from Your Password is Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, here now, Alan Ludden singing Call Me Irresponsible.
Call me irresponsible. Call me unreliable. Throw in.
Ah, yes. Dancing has broken out here in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a sample of the remarkable work contained on Alan Ludden's album, Your Password is Entertainment. Good news, one of you folks here today will take this keepsake item home with you. The first person to ask me for this collector's item takes it home. Who would like the Alan Ludden record album this morning? Go ahead. Don't be bashful. Tomorrow we're going to be featuring the music of Peter Marshall. Join us then, won't you?
It's the David Letterman Show, live with Valerie Bromfield, Edie McClure, Bob Sarlatte, Edwin Newman with NBC News, and Frank Owens and the David Letterman Symphony Orchestra. Plus David's guests, Esther Satterfield, Rich Hall, Paul Rayleigh, Arnold Roth, and the Karkoff family. It's Wednesday, June 25th, and the star of the show is still David Letterman.
Thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And first of all, I would like to thank Alan Ludden for his permission for us to embarrass him on national television. And, you know, the thing about a guy singing like Alan Ludden, you could go on listening to him all day, and I thought there for a minute we'd have to. Anyway, thanks to Alan for giving us his permission to goof around with that. On today's show, a wonderful show. We have a group of people, actually a family. Well, that is a group, isn't it? It's a specific kind of group. It's a family. Yes, I'm babbling. I'm sorry. Family, the Karkoff family, and they spent 5 years sailing around the United States. It's mom, dad, and they have a son, David, and we'll be talking with them about where they went, why they came home, and so forth. Edwin Newman will be here with the news updates. We also have cartoonist Alan Roth and a lot of other peculiar, unusual items. Let me just take a second here to introduce a gentleman who's been playing the music for us all week. What is today? It's Wednesday. Frank Owens. Frank, do you have time to introduce everybody over there or not? And the gentleman playing the drums, his name is? Frank Zurich. I see the qualification to get in the group. Your name must be Frank. I didn't realize this. Frank, nice to have you here. Jay Linhart, how do you do, sir?
Guitarist Bob Rose.
Bob Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, the Symphony Orchestra, Frank Owens and
This is NBC.
Good morning. I'm David Letterman. You know, before our fun actually begins today, I'd just like to take a second to share my secret for starting the morning properly. I like to spend a few quiet moments listening to my favorite recording artist. I guess I don't have to tell you who, huh? I'm talking about Jack Palance. In addition to being a gifted motion picture star, he's also a fine singer-songwriter. I find if I don't hear a few bars of Jack Palance in the morning, frankly, I stay cranky all day long. This particular work of art contains all my favorites. Here we have the Motown medley, Light My Fire, Hotel California, and a song that Jack himself wrote, The Meanest Guy That Ever Lived. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a listen now to Jack Palance singing The Meanest Guy That Ever Lived. I think you're going to love this.
Well, I grew up mean.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait just a moment, please. Good heavens, I've never seen anything quite... Hold it. All right, if you could just come back for a minute. We have an Alan Ludden record.
This is NBC.
Good morning. My name's David Letterman. You know, my favorite way to start the day is with a nice hot cup of coffee, maybe a donut. Show him the donut. There's a donut. Thank you very much. And one of my favorite song stylists, Dwayne Hickman, or as some of you may remember him, Dobie Gillis. No getting around it. In his day, Dwayne could do it all, and for my money, still does. Yes, a hit television show and two sides of solid gold music right here. Well, Dwayne has moved on to other frontiers. He's now a high-level executive for CBS, but that doesn't mean we can't still enjoy his music. Let's listen now to the magic of Dwayne Hickman singing Don't Send a Rabbit.
Don't send a rabbit to the store to bring home carrots and put them on the shelf. You send a rabbit to the store to bring home
What a way to start the day, huh?
It's the David Letterman Show live with Valerie Bromfield, Edie McClure, Bob Sarlatte, Edwin Newman with NBC News, and Frank Owens and the David Letterman Symphony Orchestra. Plus David's guests, Loudon Wainwright III, Judge Lois Ford, PJ Reyes, Dr. Karen Blaker, Rich Hall, and the latest fashions for pets. Wow. And now a man who doesn't mind runny eggs, David Letterman.
Thank you very much. Ah, yes, Thank you, and welcome to the show. Let me just let you in on a inside show business secret. You know, we were going to have a few minutes of music there from Dobie Gillis or Dwayne Hickman, and then we thought the audience would all pretend to be asleep. Now, how many of you actually pretended to be asleep there? 3. Yes? It just didn't work. You folks are going to have to come in a little earlier for these rehearsals. Nonetheless, good morning and welcome to the show. We have exciting, interesting things going on today.
1, 2.
Hi there. Good morning and welcome to the David Letterman Show. My name, of course, is David Letterman. We're coming to you this morning live from New York City. Today is August the 4th, and we've made some changes here on the show. For one thing, 1 hour. We're only 1 hour in length now, and we've changed the set around a little bit. And, you know, anytime you make changes like that, you're going to have some problems. But I've been assured by both the network and the federal safety inspectors that these problems are nothing that can't be overcome and certainly do not endanger the safety of you, the home viewer, which, of course, is our paramount importance here at NBC. So if you're going to enjoy the show, why not settle back and have yourself maybe a nice cup of coffee and just get ready to enjoy the David Letterman Show, and we'll be right back. Hi there. Recently, one of my neighbors dozed off while watching the Olympic luge finals and literally fell out of his chair. Well, as soon as that happened, I went down to the basement workshop and I covered my favorite chair and my favorite jumpsuit with Velcro. And as you can see, it works like a charm. But I have the, thank you very much. So, here's to Velcro. Join us tonight for our gala tribute to that miracle space-age fabric of the 80s, Velcro. Paul?
Yeah.
I don't look like a jerk here, do I?
No, you're fine. It's fine to me, Dave.
Okay. Could you give me down, because I'm having trouble with that artery.
Vein there? Kind of swelling up?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me make a few calls.
Hal?
Yeah, okay, fellas, cut Dave now.
Thank you.
Good morning. Before we actually begin the show today, I'd like to take just a second for this quick but serious reminder. You know, summertime is brain fever time. Don't take any chances. Why not stop by your local... excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. They've been going on all morning. We don't know where the source of these things is, and if we don't get them fixed now, they're going to be interrupting Wheel of Fortune, and Lord knows we don't want that to happen, so bear with us if you will. Fine, get it. $80,000 television system, you bang it with your fist. Forgive me for the interruption. So don't take any chances. Stop by your nearest jungle disease center for a checkup as soon as possible. A reminder from... Now, this is not going to work, because if I'm making a serious announcement here and the machine keeps rolling like that, it's that's not going to go. Hal, could we get a technician in here? This should have been checked, I don't know when. Why didn't you look at this before we got on the air? It's not the monitor, I don't think. The desk, sure. Thank you.
Outside of the RCA building this morning, and my special guest is George Willig, world famous mountain climber, and certainly had his share of experience climbing New York City buildings. How are we doing this morning, George? Really well. I can't believe how well you're doing. You're faster than me. Well, once you find some little grooves here to put your feet in, it's a lot easier.
Good for you. Hi there. Good morning. It's just a couple of minutes before airtime, and I thought you'd be interested in seeing the offices of the David Letterman Show, where the show actually comes together long before we get to the studio. Right here, 1410W in the RCA building, Midtown Manhattan. And as you can see by this distinctive nameplate on the door, quality television taking place inside. Let's go in, and activity now should be just about at a fever pitch. So we'll just go in here in just a second and meet and greet and say hello to some of the folks who are busily putting the show together. Okay. Come on in. This is, of course, the lobby. It's been described as sumptuous, plush. This is your first connection to the show. Let me get that door for you. I'm sorry. Come on in again. And as you can see, we share the outer office with a freight company. Actually, right here in these boxes, we have all the small-town news from which we get the small-town news that we read on the air once a week, and it's handy to keep it here because several of the staff members have pets. This, of course, is our lovely receptionist, Kim Carney. We like to think of Kim as more than a receptionist. Kim is the liaison between our show and the vast American viewing public. If you've ever phoned the show, chances are you've talked to Kim. Any messages, Kim?
What was your name, please?
Kim's just joking, I'm sure. Come on back here. I want to introduce you to some of the folks. Will Schreiner. Boy, you know, we couldn't do a show without Will Schreiner, filmmaker, videotape maker, comedian. Will's in here right now. The way Will works, everybody works differently. Will likes to come in at the beginning of a day and put all his ideas right up there on one board and go to work, and over in the corner there's Will himself writing a new film. Pathetic, isn't it? Pathetic for all the best schools. All right, let's go on down the hallway here. What excitement around every Rich Hall. Boy, people come up to me all the time and they say, that Rich Hall, where does he get that same silly idea over and over again? Well, he gets it right here. Rich Hall's office, and here is that same silly idea. How you doing, Rich?
Leave me alone. I'm not here now.
Rich is preoccupied. Thank you very much. All right, where else can we visit? Oh, here's a gentleman that we really never talk too much about on the show, our director, Hal Gurnee. Hal is a seasoned pro, a top-notch veteran, creative, witty, urbane, intellectual. Let's take a look at Hal's office. As you can see by the way Hal's fixed this baby up, he's truly a character in his own right, isn't he? This guy is nonstop screams. Okay, that's Hal Gurnee, our director. Down here, now this is something that people who watch television may know nothing about, the PA office. These are the nuts and bolts people of this show. PA, of course, some people say it stands for production assistant. Others say it stands for partial adults. Hi, kids. Couldn't do a show without those folks. This next office, kind of interesting. We really don't have anything in this office. It's not not even part of the complex. NBC told us just to ignore it and go on about our business. But a couple of months ago, we noticed something interesting. You open the door. Speculation that it's probably just part of the air conditioning unit. Okay, another remark we hear a lot about the show is that they say, boy, Dave, the writing on this show, precise, well-executed, pinpoint timing. How does that happen? Well, it happens not by chance, but by meticulous planning. Months and months of... This is our head writer, Merrill Marco, and it's, once again, no accident. Now, a place that I like to show you with a great deal of pride. The center, the nerve center, the hub of the show. This is the producer's office. It's the largest office because we accommodate the fist fights in here, and this is our producer, Barry Sand.
Hi, Dave.
These boards up here, they represent a graphic depiction of who's going to be on the show from week to week. Let's just pick out a sample day. Monday, for example, looks like a fine show coming up. We got bad phone calls, 10 or 12 minutes where I do bad phone calls. That'll be great. Kind of a question mark here. Marlon Brando, Frank Sinatra. Mail order. Again, I do that. That'll be about 10 or 12 minutes. Solid stuff. Down here, looks like our second guest will either be Paul Newman or Richard Burton. Well, we'll make a decision. Now, what's she doing there? Barbara Streisand. What?
Just one song, Dave. No introduction. Very short. We'll be able
I don't have to talk to her, do I?
No, we can fit it right in.
One song, you got it. So that's how pretty much the show comes. What's the problem?
The only day Leo Steiner is available is Monday.
Who's Leo Steiner?
The funny butcher.
Oh, all right. Well, if we're going to do 60 Minutes with Leo Steiner, let's just lose these guys. That'll save you a phone call.
Oh, great. I was thinking the same thing.
All right.
Great idea.
All right. So tune in Monday. It'll be Leo Steiner Day here on the David Letterman Show. That's how it comes together, and we're proud of it.
It's the David Letterman Show live with Jane Pauley and the Francos and the David Letterman Symphony Orchestra, plus David's guests, author Stutz Terkel, comedian Andy Kaufman, Rich Hall with a report, an actual audience member, and a report on more unknown art masterpieces. And now, a man who believes that coleslaw should be included in the periodic chart of elements, David Letterman!
Try the guest entrance. Doesn't work all of a sudden?
No. Go this way.
Excuse me. I can't get through here either. I can't get through. This is right through the green. I'll come through the green. Yeah, well, this is locked. That's it for me. I guess no point in doing the show now, I guess. Just relax. Maybe take off. No, I'm not going out there now. Can I get out there now? Oh, now. All of a sudden now. Must be stuck, huh?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, David Letterman.
Kind of a little surprise on your friend Dave here, wasn't it? Welcome to the show, and we have a wonderful group here in the audience. You people are terrific. Thank you very much for being here. Yep. And we have a great show for you today. Is Wednesday, October... Band getting a little surly as the days dwindle down. I would just make a brief announcement here, and then we'll move on. A week from Friday is our last show. We've been canceled. October 24th, that's it. And... Oh, no, wait a minute. And frankly, it couldn't have come at a worse time for me. That was the day, coincidentally, that I was going to introduce the new David Letterman line of perfume, cologne, and aftershave lotion. It is a group of fragrances meticulously selected and blended by yours truly, a professional comedian for people who want to smell funny. So...